you find this place. FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington football team.
Set to kick off.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Stay 50. 51,
Mike 51. I got him.
Oh, here.
On first down, it's Stafford. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down, Washington, on a pickup of 18.
3-yard line.
On first down, Carson, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
On the carry.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage deep.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. With Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Taron Johnson brought him down. It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On the delay, here's Carson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with the flag. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Keenan Allen, 91 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
7-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and...
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. On the move to his left. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
36-yard line.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And Robinson with a big catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 37 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On the carry.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. And that led to the incompletion.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes going to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A very nice job on the run back. There, he'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Jay, red. Check, check.
Here's Carson, shelling through the defense. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He was tackled.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Stafford. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down and less than a yard.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Rip left. Alert. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They run for it with Carson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Stafford on first down. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. The 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Brings up
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And 5 yards to go.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
A gain of a yard. It's now fourth down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Showtime
and
today, baby.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Lambeau lining up for the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
First and 10.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Now Stafford will come up, trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Baltimore.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saheed Blacknell, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford, he's going to go deep for Funchess. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A pass underneath for Carson, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
4th down.
And now here is another interception. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
By the Ravens.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Shaq Thompson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Mahomes now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Fournette. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Tashawn Gibson brought him down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Saheed Blacknell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens add on.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score, Ravens 45. Washington 13.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And my goodness, another. He fumbled it. It's on the ground. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So, in 5.
22. Let's put that 22.
They run it with Carson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down at Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Throwing again at Stafford. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 7-yard line.
Safety's creeping. Hey, Mike 52.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mahomes firing complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 52. Washington 13. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards, a first down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, here's Stafford. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Washington first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
3rd and 1.
Draw play. This is Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.